didn't give it enough. But you read it right, Bones.
Yeah.
Tickles off there to the right.
I think the good thing, Kay, as you mentioned, is that he hit a good putt there, which is certainly going to help JT a lot with this read.
We talked about it yesterday, the great balance that they've found between being coach and student, father, son, and good friends.
One thing about Mike, he's got an amazing personality. He's a lot of fun to spend time with.
Bingo.
And Justin's good at golf.
Yeah, give me a decent read and I'll make the putt.
How about that card, Kay?
Wow. I mean, only 2 pars at the 8th hole and the 12th hole. That's it. They're putting together a dream round. Justin was so excited to be here playing with his dad. I mean, how many times do you get to play in a competition with your father and walk and talk and make jokes, memories for a lifetime? Up to 18.
This was just earlier. Nick Price's son, Greg Price, who grew up in Florida, was more of a surfer than a golfer. And Nick was telling us that his surfing buddies started to play golf. And so Greg says, yeah, all right, I'll join you. And he's gotten into it a little bit more. So Dad trying to finish here with a birdie at the last. Nick Price, one of the nicest guys you will meet anywhere. Playing with Bubba and Bubba's father-in-law and his son Greg. Back at 12.
And this is Vijay Singh for birdie. Cass, his son, has missed the birdie. So it's up to Vijay. Oh, and he had it tracking. Major.
Here's David Kite at the 17th. The Kite's just 4 back of the lead. David playing with his father Tom, of course. Their 14th start. They get it to 21 under par. The pair was 3rd in 2008, and Tom apparently impressed. 15 now.
Daniel Trevino eyeing this birdie. Trevinos have gone birdie, eagle, and that was a good attempt. But they settle for a par. They had 22 under, 3 holes left for the Trevinos. And that was a little bit costly, Justin, getting late in the round for these guys.
Yeah, pars, even at the 15th, it's not playing as difficult as it was yesterday because the wind's a little bit different. So guys need to birdie every hole they can.
Back at the par 5 14th, Charlie Woods.
Ideal position here. You'll see Tiger get behind him, maybe just help a little bit with the alignment, but that's about it.
Just a little, just turn, perfect.
Good line, just didn't quite get all of it.
I think it's about 5 yards short of the green.
Just go for it.
In luck or not? No,
No,
short.
let me play.
Perfect.
Now Tiger from 177. This is an 8-iron. Wind helping a little, Justin, so he can just hit a nice, solid stock shot, and the wind should carry it all the way to the hole if he gets it all.
Yeah, with these short irons, this whole location over on the left, penalty area to the left. Looks like he's trying to set up for a little draw.
And it sounded nice and clean. It's working back toward the hole.
There you go. Dad taking care of business. So it'll be an eagle look. Maybe we'll see.
2 here. They're really going to annoy the groups behind them that are in contention.
Well, I'll tell you something, Bones. This hole, they did not birdie yesterday, and as hot as they've been today, it has been a difficult hole.
All right, they're on a near record run here. They have to birdie the last 2, Jimmy, to match the 16 under record score turned in by Davis Love and his son Drew Love back a couple years ago. That's how good this day has been for the Thomases. Back to 16.
And this is Sean O'Mara. You can't miss him. Styling from his cap to his socks. He's posing. And he should. Really nice shot, keeping it right underneath the hole location.
All right, Tanner Furyk now on the par 3. 213 yards. That's in the back, too. That's a good-looking shot for young Tanner Furyk. The Furyk's 7 under for the day. We head back to 16.
And let's see if Sean can convert off of his shot in here. Not much movement, back uphill. I think Papa Mark got a good beat on that one.
All right, back at the 17th hole. That's Mike Thomas from the tee box at 182 yards.
Stalking this one. Wind picking up just a little bit out of his left.
Talked about how this is a difficult hole. Just 2 birdies. The 8 groups that have gone through previously.
Hung this one out to the right, not his best.
That comes up short, but Justin's on the green, so they'll have a putt for a birdie. Over to 14 now.
Is this another fist bump?
A speedy putt down the hill, right to left in it.
Perfect pace there to give Tiger a great read.
Been so nice noted to hear Tiger. It's virtually the second after he hits it. Nice shot. Good job. Nice, just constantly pumping him up, constantly making him feel good out here.
Yeah, he's both these kids' biggest fan, both his kids, Sam. I remember on many occasions Saturday morning, both Tiger and I would compare our soccer schedules because we were attending a lot of soccer games for our kids. Charlie was splitting duties between soccer and golf, but now primarily focused on golf, and Sam just made her varsity soccer team at her school. So
Dad drops in the eagle.
There we go, bud.
There we go, bud.
Now we're talking. Huh?
Just got in there. Tiger's done this numerous times on a Sunday, and Charlie's like, yeah. Over to 16.
Yeah, this is a moment ago. We saw his son Sean miss the birdie putt. Let's see if Mark can get a beat on this. Hit it firmly. It's a little uphill. Nope. Not to be, and that is costly as they are 11 under on the day. Playing with them, the daily group, this is Little John. Yeah, no problem. That gets them to 8 under on the day.
Records, this for birdie at 17. Mike Thomas off his son's tee shot. Looks pretty good, just going to wander away at the end. So that was earlier. And now this one for JT. Bones?
Looking to get one hand on the trophy if he can get this one to go.
Learned a lot.
Isn't it funny how all of us are the same? When we do something we're unhappy with, we just beat ourselves up. Didn't learn from the putt. Back to 16.
Yeah, a moment ago, Lee Trevino, who's really been striking it well today.
Oh, that ain't any good. Dick can't cut these damn chairs.
Who needs our commentary?
I haven't hit a cut this week. Trying to cut the ball with it.
And he's known for his cut shot, Justin.
Certainly is. Now his son Daniel.
Boy, he's got a nice golf swing. Really controlled little wedge shot there. Could have gotten it in a little closer. He needed to get it closer, but boy, they've been working well today. Back to 15.
And Tiger on the tee. The big tee's back here, 470 yards. Charlie will be up there at 345. Coming off his eagle.
Yeah, and who would have thought it'd be Tiger just trying to get one in place so his son Charlie can take a rip at it.
Side, the Furyks 7 under for the day. Back to 15 in Charlie Woods.
And here he is up on the Charlie tees, as you mentioned, Justin.
Yeah, if he gets a hold of one, Charlie can knock it about 20 or 30 yards past Tiger. Found the left fairway bunker yesterday. Just got to get a little bit more to center. And And almost the identical shot he hit yesterday.
Wow.
Just hopped over, though.
Yeah, jumped over the bunker, and that's down there pretty far with the club length. They won't be able to get it in the fairway, but can certainly get a great lie over there.
Back at 17.
All right, Dan, we saw Tanner miss the birdie putt there, so now Dad with a chance. 2003 U.S. Open champion. Is it going to work enough? It doesn't.
Team Thomas still with a chance at the records that we were talking about, but they're going to need a eagle here at this par 5 18th to do it.
Straight back into the wind. Mike looking to take some heat off of Justin here by putting one in play. Oh, this might be his best of the day. Power draw up the left side. Well done.
Oh, and that will absolutely free up Justin Thomas.
To 16.
The Trevinos are playing great today, 12 under, but they have to keep pushing. They're 2 back. This for birdie. And never got it on the right line. Up to 18.
All right, Justin with his dad with a good one out there.
Yeah, Mike said that was my best of the day, so Justin now will probably hit a hard, flighted one back into this wind. Up and out of it is headed potentially right of the fairway bunker. We'll see where it lands. Nope. So Mike Thomas comes through in a big moment. Way to go.
Back at the 16th.
Yeah, the Trevinos got to assume that the Thomases are going to do something stellar at 18, so this needs to go. Got to keep the pedal down. He knows the break. No, he thought it would move to the right, but he powered right through that break. And they're going to stay at 22 under, 2 back. Back to 13.
And back at the 13th hole, this is Vijay Singh for birdie. The Singh's at 21 under. As you see, Cass has already missed. Singh's working off 3 straight pars, so kind of stalled in neutral. We go back to 15.
And earlier, Brady Duvall from 151. Duvall's with just 4 birdies through the first 14 holes, but Brady contributing nicely there. Very good chance to make it 2 in a row. Well, can Dad possibly get inside of that?
David always liked to move the ball from left to right. You know what, Dan? The answer is yes, he can.
Man.
2 fantastic shots.
The dads still have a lot of pride, don't they?
Yes, they do.
They love seeing their sons hit good shots, but this is a hole that the Woods has bogeyed yesterday. And so Charlie, that one does not take a good hop for him. Bounds into that bunker. And so now Dad to pick it up here.
Yeah, I promise they will not bogey this hole today. Tiger just watched Charlie hit it in that second bunker down the left, so that's what happened yesterday. Charlie dumped it in the first bunker. Tiger followed him up. So I don't think they're going to make that mistake again. From this angle, has to basically fly it almost all the way to the hole to cover that bunker.
Yeah, you want to keep this good momentum going, Noda. They're kind of birdie and eagle.
Come on.
And man, that just checked up.
That's close.
Yes, it is, Charlie. That is close. Dad's hit a lot of those through the years, for sure. Thomas is playing the 18th, looking for one more birdie or even better. Duvall's in the woods here at the 15th. Nice grouping of shots there. We've been talking about Tiger a lot this week, fathering young Charlie, but there is Charlie's older sister, Sam, and Tiger's ex-wife, Elin Nordegren, as well. And Noda, you know firsthand how involved both of these parents have been in raising Charlie and Sam through the years.
It's been incredible. You never know how a parent separation is going to affect the kids, and both Tiger and Elin have just made it such a huge priority to, protect the interests of the kids and their privacy. Tiger talked about it yesterday in his post-round comments, making sure he takes the brunt of the media requests here, just trying to make sure that both Sam and Charlie, from both Elin and Tiger, have a nice quality childhood like anybody else out there.
Charlie with a miss. Dad backs him up here for another birdie for them.
And I talked about, Tiger being at all those soccer games and youth activities. Well, Elin's right there, right next to them. And, co-parenting is a difficult task, and they've really done a wonderful job for their kids. See if these guys can keep their little streak going here.
Yes, they can. 4 under in the last 3 holes, so could be turning into a really nice finish here for Tiger and Charlie. As you look at slow start they had, they needed to get out of the gates earlier coming into this final round down by 4, but tell you what, it's not going to take anything away from the week those two have enjoyed. Jackie Langer John again filling in for Jason, who won it with his father Bernhard last year. And how about that from Jackie, 34 years old, has an 8-month-old boy named Jackson. He's going to call Bernhard Opa, grandfather in German. So Jackie and Bernhard finishing things up in style. Okay, this is the real deal here for the Thomases. Need to make some noise here coming down the stretch, Bones, to try to give themselves a chance.
And this is a big shot for JT. This 18th hole is playing much tougher than normal back into the wind. 317 front door. He can't get it there, but this is all about position, leaving yourself a third that you can spin up to a flag that's just 9 on the front of the green today.
Mike has already played.
And if he can, he'd love to leave it on the left-hand side of the fairway, leave himself with a little better angle.
He aired where you expected to. This is up the right side now, so they're going to hope for hopefully now get a shot they can really get up in the air and stop, and hopefully he's got enough green to get that done from that right side.
He's got a little green to work with over there, Bones. Over there in 2. No one has eagled the 18th all week. We'll see what happens to the Thomases at the par 5 finishing hole. Back at 17.
All right, Dan. Well, the O'Mearas haven't had a birdie in a couple of holes. This a good chance off of Mark's tee shot for his son Sean. Perfectly figured. 10th birdie of the day for them. And to go along with 1 eagle, just the 3rd birdie of the day here at the 17th hole, as Team O'Meara is a few back to 15.
Talked about the good group of shots in here. All that is left for the Duvals to make birdie and make it 2 in a row. Certainly not Dad's best there.
It's been a struggle on the greens for the Duvals today.
But how about David? He underwent neck surgery of his own back in July and has been rebounding from that.
And this is Daniel Trevino just a little bit earlier. Tee shot from the back tees, 213 yards at the par 3. And that's a pretty good shot from young Daniel. The Trevino's at 22 under. Also with a couple of pars. Had an eagle on 14. Now, Dad Lee, 81 years old, from the 152-yard tees.
And Jimmy, Lee wasn't too happy with the way he hit the ball today. So at 81 years old, last night in the hotel room, he figured out that he needed to press his hands a little more forward at address. Just great how the learning process continues even at 81.
Slow pitch towards them and some grain, which will enable them to get the ball stopped quicker than it otherwise would. Mike, this might be a little thin, looking for some check. Oh, that's a nice play, and that should free up Justin somewhat.
Yeah, I just want to get something on the green at a reasonable distance, which he's done, absolutely.
And
go ahead, Bones.
Yeah, and in a week, certainly, where there's, due to the COVID situation, there's no scoreboards out here, I would guess that prior to getting to this 18th hole, where there is a very large scoreboard behind the green, these guys do not know where they stand. So they've just been out here freewheeling it. you can't help now on the 18th green with all these people around here know that you're in a really big spot, and JT can do a lot here for the team's cause.
Yes, he can. And so that's for birdie.
He's got speed. He's got hands.
And that would get him to 25 under, right in that area that we said at the beginning of the day might have a chance. 25 under may have a chance. Back at 14, it'll be up to the Sings to determine that.
This par 5, trying to see if he can get one land somewhere in the front part of the green, which he does.
Oh, yeah.
What a shot that is by VJ.
They're going to be looking square at an eagle coming up to get the number to 23 under.
And this is Daniel Trevino now, the birdie attempt at the par 3. His dad has already missed. Trevino's 2 back of the lead and are not going to be able to get any closer.
Second shots here at the 16th. Looks like they went with Charlie's drive.
He's a little out to the right, trying to create a little more angle for him.
Yeah, well, boy, he came in hot with that one. It landed very close to the flagstick, but released over.
And Mike delivers it, so no need for Justin. And that is a 57, one off the all-time record for a single day. And that's just one of those scenes that is what this tournament is all about. Mike follows his kid around. There's his wife, Janny. There's Cash Brad Geld, a part of the foursome as well.